Back in a minute on the Flyer Sports Network.
Flyer fans, the Donut Shop in Lockport is the perfect spot to indulge in the area's finest sweet treats. Located at 1143 East 9th Street in Lockport, as well as their new location at 23836 West 135th Street in Plainfield. The Donut Shop offers 28 varieties of freshly made donuts, as well as a full assortment of specialty donuts. Lewis students and staff will receive 10% off any order with valid ID at either Lockport or Plainfield locations. The Donut Shop, a proud sponsor of Flyer Athletics.
Windy City Limousine is a proud sponsor of Lewis University Athletics. We have every type of vehicle, from sedans and hybrids to 55-passenger motor coaches, including SUVs, limousines, executive vans, luxury minibuses, and party buses. You cannot beat Windy City's competitive rates and first-class service. Find out why customers throughout the Chicagoland area and around the country are choosing Windy City Limousine for their car and bus services. Call 847-916-9300 or visit WindyCityLimos.com today.
Lewis University basketball on 1340 WJOL.
So conference standings, Drury in first place, 13-0. They're second in the nation. They're 20-1 on the campaign. So 13-0 in first. Truman is next at 11-2. As we said, Flyers in third at 8-4. Indy 7-5. S&T 7-6. McKendree 6-6. And then Quincy, Maryville, Umsel 6-7. Southwest Baptist and Rockhurst are 4-8. So just about set for the national anthem and the lineups. And we'll get game one of this doubleheader underway. For Quincy, they had a big win their last game against Maryville, 84-78, which means now they've got double-digit wins in a season for the first time in 7 years. So they would like to keep that rolling on the road if they can here against your Lewis University Flyers. Let's go down court to get introductions and everything else ready to go.
Ladies and gentlemen, at this time we direct your attention to center court for tonight's professor of the game, Dr. Karen Davis. Dr. Davis is an assistant professor in the philosophy department here at Lewis University. She teaches many gen ed and upper-level philosophy courses, but some of her favorites to teach are ethics and bioethics, extensionalism, philosophy for self-care. Dr. Davis got her PhD in philosophy at Texas A&M University. She has 3 very loving cats at home, and her hobbies include reading fiction, hiking, trying new foods, and watching sports. Once again, let's give a big round of applause for tonight's professor of the game, Dr. Karen Davis. The Great Lakes Valley Conference seeks to establish and maintain an inclusive culture that fosters equitable participation for student athletes, as well as career opportunities for officials, coaches, and administrators from diverse experiences and backgrounds. As we celebrate MLK Day this weekend and Black History Month in February, we are pleased to feature Lift Every Voice and Sing as our show of support and recognition of marginalized communities. The Great Lakes Valley Conference, Quincy, and Lewis Universities will stand together as one to promote racial and social justice. As such, we invite you to join our continual efforts to listen, learn, lead, and love. Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, please rise for Lift Every Moment.
Lift every voice and sing till earth and heaven ring with the harmonies of liberty. Let our rejoicing
So the national anthem. Time now for the Valley View Dental starting lineups. And of course, we'll start with the visiting Quincy Hawks. Of course, we mentioned Beth Mattis Martin. She had 33 points in that last game for them in that victory. So definitely one to watch out for. And she is the first one announced to the crowd. 5'6" senior from Spain, 15 points a game on average. Gabby Burns, 5'10" junior from Kansas City, just her third start. She's averaging a point a game. Grace Flanagan, 5'8" junior from Coggan, Iowa, 8 points per game. Emma Knipe, 5'9" senior from Novo, Illinois, 8 points, 8 boards per game. And Sarah Nelson, 6' senior from Quincy High, playing, of course, for Quincy. He was 6' senior, 12 points a game for Sarah Nelson. And for Casey Bailey, the head coach for the Quincy Hawks. Now the lights are out here at Carey Arena on the campus of Lewis U here in Romeoville for the Flyers starting lineup. Under Keisha Newell in her first year as head coach.
And now, let's meet
Galuza, the 5'8" junior from Lincoln Way West at 13 points per game. Jenna Badali, the 5'6" redshirt sophomore from Mother McCauley, 12 points per game. Grace Hilber, the 5'5" senior from Sun Prairie, Wisconsin, 14 points per game. The 5'8" fifth-year senior from Geneva, Stephanie Hart, 4 points per game. And Kat Schmidt down low, the 6' junior from Burlington Central, 15 points, 8 rebounds per game. Of course, I say down low, but as we know, offensively, more often than not, you'll find Kat on the wing because she is such a good three-point shooter, and that is what gives teams fits. Everybody on the floor can shoot the three. We get Lily Courier off the bench, another 6-footer who can shoot threes. And so one or the other, when they're both on the floor at the same time, will be in the post. And again, a team very hard to defend. The Flyers. Hawks come out in black uniforms, gold piping. They'll be going right to left in front of me. I'm across from the TV camera for the video side. Flyers in the white. They'll be going left to right. As I look down from up top. And here we go. And tip controlled by the Flyers. And Badali to get us started high left. Go all the way free throw line. Now flip it outside. Galuza. Galuza on the right. Back Badali. Back to the free throw line again. Come all the way back down to the low left side. Shot clock down to 10 now. Hilbert dribbles. Takes a 14-footer off the back of the rim. We get an offensive rebound. Galuza and a new clock to get started. Pull it back out again. Now a three. Badali. High left of the arc is good. Badali. So an early tray to get Lewis going. And Hawks into the front. They go high right side. That's Nelson with it. And they go into the paint, and right away there's going to be a traveling violation by Knipe. Trying to get open. Down low. So Flyers will get it back. And Badali. Yeah, we had a big second quarter in that game against Indy. I think we outscored them. 20-6, I think it was in that period, and that put that game away. We'd like a nice early start here today if we could, obviously. High right side of the arc. Three-pointer good there. Grace Hilber. Well, a couple of early trays certainly helped that. And the 6-0 early advantage. Go right side. Look down low left. That's Martin. Couple of dribbles for her. Tries to go baseline. Galuza, nice job to cut her off. Now they pass it into the left block with the left hand. Good basket there by Nelson. Pretty good D, but just a nice post move. And they're on the board after banking it home. Badali. Left side. Hilbert. Pick and roll bounce to Cat, and she'll take the turnaround jumper. Missed that though. And rebound Quincy, and here they come. Martin with it in the front. Goes left. Good defense there. Could not shake Galuza. Even tried to push her away and couldn't. Finally gave up the ball. Now back underneath. Try with the left hand. This time Nelson cannot finish. And Flyers get the rebound. And Badali. Up to Hilbert. Around a pick. And now coming to get it. Almost losing the handle there was hard. But now Steph flips it back outside again. Top of the key. Cat for three. Missed that. Offensive rebound, Galuza. 15-footer Hart. No. And Hawks get that board. Hawks in a hurry into the front. Go left side with it. Swing around Martin on the right wing. Top of the key, Nelson picks up her dribble at the free throw line. Looks for help. And almost got a 5 count. Now 5 on the shot clock. And a steal there by Cat. Tried to pass it back to Martin. Cat got in the way. Will run the floor. Galuza, left side layup. No good. Her rebound was tipped back to her, but she was coming from out of bounds back in and was sort of straddling the out of bounds line when she touched it. So ends up to the Hawks anyway. Full court Flyer pressure, but they'll break it and come front. So 6-2 Lewis early in the game. Have it up top. That's Knipe. Now drive left side, and good job to collapse their weak side defense as Flanagan bumped into the double team, lost the handle. Flyers the other way. Up top, Badali. Left corner, Hilbert. Grace will drive, go all the way, put up the shot, gets bumped, and she'll go to the line and shoot 2. So 6-2 early. And look at Hart to come out. Lily Courier, who we mentioned, comes in. Courier, the 6-foot junior from Lyons Township, 8 points, 4 rebounds a game. For Lily having a very good year, and that free throw good for Hilbert. Having an outstanding senior season. Is Grace. Is that one good? Hard to believe she's a senior already. So an 8-2 lead, and again, full court press. In the backcourt is Flanagan. Now they bring it front to Knipe. Back up Burns. Lob it low left. And off the glass and in. Knipe with a nice little post move there to bounce that one home. Spinner off the glass and in. And Flyers in the front. 15-footer Hilbert off a pass that's no good off the back of the rim. Quincy the rebound. And come front with it. And Martin right wing. Now left side. That's Flanagan. Left baseline. About a 17-foot jump shot won't go, and there's going to be a rebound foul on Quincy. Coming over the top from behind after the miss by Nelson. They'll make a sub and bring Janice Dawson, a 5'9" sophomore from Chicago. Transferred in from Otero Junior College to Quincy. So front court for Lewis. Free throw line, Courier, bounce pass. A little back door that went out of bounds off of Galuza. And it goes back to Quincy. So early on, neither team lighting it up necessarily. Flyers 2 of 8 overall, but 2 of 3 from 3. Quincy has yet to even attempt a three-pointer. They go down low, and nice job, Courier with a nice block from behind as Nelson was rejected. Lob it down low to Courier at the other end off the left hand. Oh, rings out. And Quincy the other way. Martin, they go right corner. Now they'll take a three. Miss it though. Offensive rebound. Miss the putback, and finally Courier for Lewis rips that rebound away. So they had a couple attempts at it. Dawson couldn't get the putback attempt to go. Cat drives and blocking foul, and Cat Schmidt will shoot two for Lewis. So 4:40 for the first. 8-4 Flyers for now. And we'll get the media timeout. So we'll step away for a full minute. Again, Flyers by 4 early, back after this on the Flyers Sports Network.
Lewis Flyers basketball is brought to you by Taco Heaven, located just over the bridge at 1001 South State Street in downtown Lockport. Taco Heaven offers several fresh, tasty items, such as tacos, burritos, fresh guacamole, and more. Visit Taco Heaven for pickup or dine-in, or give them a call at 815-660-6146.
Start the new year with some great Lewis Flyers gear. Shop LewisFlyers.com store has over 1,300 items to choose from. Items include apparel representing all Flyers teams, as well as fashion, home, and business accessories and novelties. The store will also feature regular promotions throughout the school year and around special events. Choose from great brands like Adidas, Under Armour, Champion, and more today.
Lewis University basketball on 1340 WJOL.
So welcome back to Neil Carey Arena. Again, I'm Mark Vasco. Happy to be on hand for this one in my 20th and final season as voice of the Flyers. I'll be retiring at the end of the regular season. So 4 doubleheaders to go, including today, as Cat hits the first free throw. Yes, I'm counting down. I mean, it's a voluntary retirement, but that free throw good as well. Getting a little wistful at this point. So 10-4. Full court Flyer pressure. Oh, knocked it away and steal it, the Flyers. And Galuza right side layup. Yes, and a foul. Chance for a three-point play. So coming in at the timeout for Lewis was Shaunton Brown, the 5'8 senior from Joliet Central. She causes the turnover. And Galuza finishes and now goes to the stripe. So Ashland, number 1 in the country this week, D2. Is that free throw good? We put the press on again. Drury from our league, number 2 in the country at 20-1. We trap. Let's get it away and come front is Dawson, and now we'll set up the half court. Grand Valley is number 6 in the nation. Grand Valley is 19-2. One of those losses to the Flyers. They go right side. Now baseline. We double. Turn around. A little spinning jumper. Anyway, around and in. So Knipe doing a nice job scoring there in the post. They definitely have some size, this Quincy Hawk squad. Definitely some talent in the post as well. Right side, Galuza. Flips it back up top to Cat. Now Courier at the point. A quick ball movement. Now Badali. Badali free throw line. Tried to feed Courier. Tipped out of bounds. Ooh, they say tipped off of Lily. Out of bounds to Quincy. They'll bring in number 3, Samira Williams, 5'11 junior from Oklahoma City. So yeah, from our region, you've got Ashland number 1, Drury number 2, Grand Valley number 6. So 3 of the top 6 in the country are from this region. Yikes. They'll take a 3 left corner, miss that, and we'll go all the way out of bounds after the miss by Flanagan. Which again is always tough, as we say, because only one of those teams can eventually get to the Elite 8. And right now it's 3 of the top 6 in the country are from here. I wish they would split apart and do seeding, but they do not in D2. Up top, Hart. Left side, Badali. On the right side of the lane. Now gives it back up, Hart. Back underneath Courier. 8-footer in the paint. No, but her own foul. Oh, no, but a foul. And she'll shoot two as getting her on the arm was Williams. So you've got 3:02 to go in the first. Flyers on top 13-6 with a chance to add to that. First free throw is good for Lily. And that one good. So free throws, the difference for Lewis right now. We're 7 of 7 from the line. And we're going to get another steal, I thought maybe on the press, but they're going to call a foul. I believe that'll be on Hart at half court, trying to deny a pass. As another team lighting it up from the field. Flyers 3 of 11, Quincy 3 of 9. But we've hit a pair of threes and have 7 free throws. Quincy no points from the stripe yet. Martin takes a 3 high right of the arc, misses that long rebound to Galuza. Run the floor, right side, tipped out of bounds, will keep it. Good hustle getting back was Sydney Runsway, a freshman from Inver Grove Heights, Minnesota. Right side, they go baseline, and an easy layup there. The defender went for the fake pass. Taylor saw that and got an easy clear path to the bucket for the layup. The defender went for a pass that didn't come. Martin lobs it left baseline. Fade away from 6. Well defensed by Courier. An air ball. Flyers get it. Shaunton Brown. Come front to Hart. Hart. Courier. Right corner Galuza. And that one knocked away from behind. They get the turnover. Quincy on the run. On the right side, the bounce pass in the middle, stolen away. Good hustle to get back by Hilber. She gets the steal, goes coast to coast, lays it up, no good. And Quincy pulls that one down. And now slows it a bit as Martin comes front. They go free throw line. Hart knocked it away, but Knight goes back to get it. And a pass into the post, defensed by Courier, but I think they're going to call her for the foul, getting Williams on the arm. Her first team second is all. Courier will come out. After a breather, Schmidt will come back in. 1:38 for the period, 17-6. A Flyer lead. Talk about wanting to get a good start. That's the case here. They get it in. Take an open 16-footer, but miss that. The rebound, comes down eventually to Quincy anyway, and they'll get the bucket there. Second chance points. As Samira Williams finished it off. Grace Silber high right at the other end. So 17-8. Hilber drives left, all the way to the bucket. Missed it too strong, and she was double teamed. And rebound Quincy. Hawks trying to hang around here in the first. Claw back. Got a minute to go in the period. Drive low left, and she kind of slid into a defender, went to the ground, missed a shot. They get the rebound, though. Now take a 3 high right of the arc, missed that, and Cat will get that rebound off the miss by Runsway. And now let's see what this whistle's about. I think it'll be on Quincy. That is the case. Second on Nelson. Badelli comes back in. Paige Gamble, freshman at 6 foot from Ashland, Missouri, in the game for Quincy now. And Schmidt at the stripe as we're in the bonus. And the free throw is good. Good again. So we continue to be perfect at the line to help build this lead. Now 19-8. 50 seconds for the period. Full court press. Dawson in the back. Still backcourt Flanagan. Now they come front, and it's Williams. Well, we've done a nice job quieting Martin down. She really has not been a factor. Matter of fact, she is on the bench right now after her 33 points last game. Has been a non-factor early in this one. They'll launch a three high right of the arc, miss it. Rebound comes down to Kat Schmidt. We've got 23 seconds. We can take a last shot if we want. Badali up top. Now to Kat. 13 seconds, and now Hilber will set it up for one final attack here. 7 seconds in the center circle. Now she'll drive right, flip it out for a Galuza 12-footer in the lane. Missed that, and that's the buzzer. At the end of one quarter, nice start for Lewis. After one, they lead Quincy 19-8. Back in a minute on the Flyer Sports Network.
Lewis University Athletics is brought to you by the Holiday Inn and Suites Bolingbrook at Route 53 and I-55. Proudly serving the Bolingbrook Romeoville area just minutes from Lewis University. The hotel, recently renovated, offers plenty of banquet space for your upcoming events. 145 guest rooms and suites, restaurant, and lounge. Remodeled, comfortable hotel with friendly service. It's the perfect place to kick back, relax, and be yourself. Information about the hotel is available at BolingbrookHolidayInn.com.
Flyer fans, the Tasty Waffle in Romeoville is a proud sponsor of Lewis University Athletics. Family owned and operated since 2006, the Tasty Waffle is open from 6 a.m. to 4 p.m. daily, offering some of the best breakfast and lunch fare in the region. Their large breakfast menu features their famous omelets, stuffed French toast, delicate crepes, and hearty skillets. While serving up delicious wraps and homemade soups for lunch, stop by the Tasty Waffle located at 632 South Weber Road or give them a call at 815-439-8151.
Lewis University basketball on 1340 WJOL.
So after one quarter, Flyers on top 19-8. Mention again that Martin had 33 in the Hawks' last game. She has taken one shot so far in this one. 0 for 1, 0 points. They have 4 from Knipe, 2 from Nelson, 2 from Williams, and that is it. On the Lewis side, 5 from Galuza, 5 for Hilber, 4 from Schmidt, who has 3 rebounds already. Galuza 3 rebounds as well. Courier 3 rebounds already. 3 points for Badali, 2 for Courier. Hawks have it. Martin back on the floor. Drive left. Nothing there. So back high right for a 3. That is no good. And Kat Schmidt the rebound off the miss by Flanagan. And it's Badali. High left Hilber. Badali. Good movement off the ball. Tara Galuza is now in. Drive right, Badali. Hart for 3, high right of the arc. Good! Stephanie Hart hit the tray. So Taylor on the bench, but Tara out there now for Lewis. They go right side. 22-8, Lewis U. Drive left, double team in the post, missed the shot, get an offensive rebound, can't put it back in, and eventually Flyers come out of there with it. And Badali runs the floor to Hart. Back outside Badali. Tara thought about a 3, didn't take it. And Badali high left. Looks in the post, finds Schmidt, turns, faces, takes a 12-footer, misses that, Hawks the rebound. That's Martin. And she'll come front court with it. She'll take a 3. Missed that. It rattled in and out. There's going to be a foul on the rebound. I think a push on Lewis. Second on Hart, so she'll come out. Courier will come right back in. And Quincy to bring it in baseline right. Go right side with it. Burns lobbed it into the post, and we get the ball knocked away, but not stolen. As they pick up the loose ball after Nelson had lost it, they launch a three up top, missed that, and now it's going to be a foul, I do believe, on Flanagan of Quincy. That'll be her first. So Flyers up 22-8. But Quincy now just 4 of 22 from the floor. That is 18%. Now the Flyers not exactly lighting it up. They're at 30%. Lob it down low. Hilber can't shoot it. So flip it back out. Badali back underneath to Courier. Now Cat at the point. 8 on the shot clock. Badali. Top of the key. Cat with 2 on the shot clock. Stripped of the ball by Martin. She'll go all the way to the other end. And it's going to be a foul by Badali. 2 shots coming for Martin. Well, there have been a couple instances. Of course, it's easy for me to say looking down at it from up here where we've almost been too unselfish. We've passed up some open shots. Maybe looking for a better one that doesn't come. And like on that one, we ran out of time, really. Free throw Martin is good. So she's on the board. But Quincy is 0 for 9 from 3 right now. Flyers 3 out of 4. Free throw good there. So she gets her first couple. Taylor in and Tara out. So the junior in, the sophomore back to the bench. And Flyers will come front with Badali, who was the freshman of the year in this league 2 years ago. Missed all of last year with injury. And now it's Courier, high left side. Taylor Galuzzi. Free throw line Courier. And what do they say? Traveling violation. Now, Courier had a little stutter before she passed it, but even though it looked awkward, I don't think it looked like a travel, but turnover there. Flyers lead rebounds 16-13. Turnovers are 6 to Quincy's 5 right now. They have it left side. I left there. That's Riley Denbo, freshman from Cottleville, Missouri. Drive left. The 15-footer, that's long from Denbo. And the rebound, Lewis. Run the floor, but Martin steps in front, steals it away. And she'll take a 3. No, but a foul on Cat, blocking her out after the 3-point attempt. As Martin went to the ground. And she'll end up shooting 3. One of those where the block out happens a little early. And you end up making contact with the player coming down from her jump shot. It'll be her first, and it is going to be 3 shots. So 6:50 until halftime. Again, game 1 of our doubleheader. And we're back here on Saturday as well as that free throw missed. Springfield's here Saturday afternoon. That free throw good. We're on the air at 12:45, 1 o'clock tip for the women's game against Illinois Springfield. Then we go on the road for a pair at Jewel on the 9th, at Truman on the 11th. That free throw is good. Before coming home to take on Southwest Baptist on Thursday the 16th. Then we host Rockhurst Saturday the 18th to wrap up the home portion of our regular season. 15-footer is good. Cat Schmidt. Last 2 games of the regular season at S&T on the 23rd, at Drury, number 2 in the nation, on February 25th in the conference tourney. 16-foot jumper, good. Sarah Nelson. Flyers out in front, 24-14. Lead in the ball, and it's up top. Galuzzi. Quincy hanging around despite the fact they've been struggling from the field. A bad pass, but Cat will track it down and give it to Badali, and we'll start over again, but now just 8 on the shot clock. Jenna all the way right side, puts it off the glass and in. Jenna Badali with a tough shot in traffic down low. And now Martin up top. Back high left to Knipe. Go underneath. Good. Outside. Inside. Back in there. And get the bucket for Nelson. Good ball movement there. And again, they just have so many 6-footers who can do a little bit of everything. And what are they going to say? Offensive foul. Cat, a little spin move, but they're going to say she pushed off. As the Quincy Hawk player went flying and picked up the whistle. Second on Cat. She'll sit out.
It's Hawks basketball.
So that was Knipe who ended up drawing that foul. And they come front left corner and now kicked out of bounds by Badali. And we haven't even seen Chomp Danzo yet for them, a 6-foot freshman. Paige Gamble, 6-foot freshman. Megan Harrell, 6-foot freshman. They lob it up top. There's like 10 6-footers on this team. Bounce pass right baseline. And that one will curl off. Rebound battle for. Flyers come out of there with it. Run the floor. Taylor Galuza under the basket. Had to go back outside. Taylor gets it back, gets bumped, puts up a shot, but I don't think there'll be continuation on that. As in the game now for Lewis. For the first time, Lindsay Harrison, our 6-foot, 5th-year senior from Yorkville. We only have, what, 3 6-footers on our squad. They've got a never-ending supply, it appears. Media timeout. We'll take the break. 4:50 for the half. Flyers out in front, 26-16. Back in a minute on the Flyers Sports Network.
If you are searching for a family or cosmetic dentist, look no further. Valley View Dental is a proud Lewis University athletic sponsor and is celebrating over 19 years in the Romeoville area. Using today's latest technology, Valley View Dental can create results that change how you look and feel about your smile. Dentistry has never been so fast, efficient, and painless. Valley View Dental offers procedures like Invisalign and in-office teeth whitening. The Valley View Dental's friendly staff will ensure you're comfortable every time you're there. Call 815-372-0100 for an appointment or smile makeover consultation, and go Flyers.
Looking for a great spot to unwind before or after our Flyers game? Nick and Ivy Brewing is the perfect spot to enjoy the best craft beer in the area. Whether you have a taste for a lager, IPA, ale, or anything in between, Nick and Ivy has the offering in their tap room. Located just over the bridge at 1026 South State Street in downtown Lockport, Nick and Ivy Brewing offer over 10 locally crafted beers nightly as well as live music. Visit them online at nickivybrewing.com or give them a call at 815-524-4857. Nick and Ivy Brewing, a proud sponsor of Flyer Athletics.
Lewis University basketball on 1340 WJOL.
Flyers up 10. Lewis played at Quincy right after Thanksgiving and beat Quincy 73-64, but that was a 2-point game starting the 4th quarter. Lewis just happened to outscore them 22-15 in that period to make that score look a little better. Get the inbounds to Harrison. Harrison lays it in for Lewis U. Well, again, we had to find some more height against all their 6-footers, and Harrison on the floor and scored right away. In that game, Taylor Galuza led us with 20, and she had 10 boards in that game as well. They go low left with it. Will step through after a spin move, but missed the shot. Burns, and a rebound comes down. And who's the foul on? That's on Steph. It's her 3rd. Yeah, the 3rd on Steph. Yikes. Well, Kat was on the bench for a minute, but that's about it. So she'll come back in for Stephanie. Hilber had 17 in that game in the first go-around. For Quincy, actually Knipe led them with 13 in that game. Free throw good there for Burns. Denbo had 11 off the bench. Nelson had 10. They hit 7 threes in that game, did Quincy. That free throw in and out. To help them stick around in that game, but the Flyers, with a good 4th quarter, were able to survive. Flyers with it up 11 with the ball right here as we approach 4 minutes to go in the half. Harrison up top, high right side, Badali with it. Gets it to Schmidt, takes a 16-footer, misses it long, and the rebound comes down to Quincy. And again, Flyers only 38% from the field, allowing Quincy to hang in there in this one. Martin, an awkward 14-footer that won't go. Schmidt the rebound. Finds Badali, will start again. Galuza faked a three. Now Badali will take one top of the key and miss that. And there's going to be a rebound foul. I think it'll be on Quincy. Ooh, the third on Nelson. That's huge. So she'll have to go out. And that Chomp Danzo that we talked about before, 6-foot freshman from Minnesota, will come in her stead. We'll bring it in. Left baseline. Shorrington Brown to inbound it for Lewis. Yeah, Flyers just 8 of 22 overall, but Quincy just 6 of 28. Drive left, Galuza. Back outside, Shorrington Brown. Good move to drive left baseline, get the layup, get the foul. Chance for a three-point play. Quickness there. Good first step by Shorrington. And got hacked by Denbo. So they've got Denbo and Danso on the floor right now. And I was going to say Dawson, but no, she's not out there right now. So 30-17 and 31. As that free throw is good. 3:20 to play in the half. Break the press and come front. But again, Martin, who had 33 in their last game, has pretty much been a non-factor today, but they finally hit a three, and it's a tough one after a little spin from Denbo. So 1 of 10 from 3. It gets him back within 11. Shorrington Brown answers with a 3 of her own, but it's missed off the front of the iron. Boy, she was open too. Rebound Quincy. But they'd love to get a bucket here, get it back within double digits into the locker room. Martin, right side. Goes left corner. The three-pointer there is good. So Denbo back-to-back trays. They needed to find a hot hand, and maybe they've got one there. So huge on their side. And all of a sudden, 31-23. Brown, drive left, layup no, but a foul, and she'll shoot 2 there. So again, Martin just has 2 points right now, 0 for 3 from the field. With a couple free throws. Flyers have really spread it around. 6 for Schmidt, then 5 for Galuza, Badali, and Hilber. 3 for Hart and Brown. 2 for Harrison and Courier. Free throw good there by Shorrington Brown. So 32-23, 2:18 for the half. And that one in and out. And the rebound, Quincy. Martin drives right. She'll take an 18-footer and rattle it in. She was going to try to get it back to Denbo, who did a couple of threes, but she wasn't open. Keeps it herself and hits her first field goal of the night. Drive left, Galuza all the way. Had it blocked. She gets it back, flips it to Harrison. And what do they say? Timeout Flyers. Well, that was a good timeout by Coach Newell because it was really ragged there. And they were either going to get a turnover of some sort. There was going to be a 3-second call. There was going to be some sort of something to travel something. And the bench calls a 30-second timeout. And Flyers will try to map something out here with 17 seconds on the shot clock. 1:52 for the half on the game clock. So Quincy, 6 points for Denbo now after those threes. 6 for Nelson, 4 for Knipe, and 3 for Burns. Mentioned the 2 for Williams. But now Martin with 4 after her first field goal. So Flyers led 19-8 after 1. Quincy has outscored Lewis 17-13, however, in this second. Flyers have it. And Taylor Galuza to get it started. Set up a double O post. After spreading it out, we get it to Hilber. Hilber at the point. 5 on the shot clock. Kat Schmidt for 3. High left side is good. A long 3 for Kat Schmidt. Flyers needed that one. Give them back some breathing room and back to a 10-point lead at 35-25. 80 seconds for the half. Right side to Martin. Underneath. Off the glass and in. Chomp Denzo. Flyers now. Hilber, 15-footer is blocked. And that's a tough call. That is a tough call on Gabby Burns. 5'10" junior from Kansas City. As I think Taylor, or excuse me, Hilber sold that really well. As she followed through on her shot to sort of force contact after I thought it was a clean block, and then she went to the ground and got the whistle. And the free throw is good. But she continued to sort of bring her arm down after the shot. If she didn't, there probably wouldn't have been any contact at all. Free throw, good there. So a couple good free throws. Minute to go in the half, and Flyers back up by 10 again. They go high left with it, nothing there. Martin left wing. Denbo, left corner, can't shoot the 3. Good defense by Hilber. Martin waits for a pick. Gets it. Now 8 on their shot clock. Handed off Dawson. Into the paint. Tough shot. Yes, and a foul chance for a 3-point play. Samara Williams. Well, Badali, that's a tough call on the other side there. Shantan Brown will come in for Kat Schmidt with 32 seconds to play in the half. And Williams at the stripe. Junior from Oklahoma. And that free throw is good. So Flyers, all of a sudden, seeing their lead trimmed to 7, 37-30. Would dearly love a bucket here. They can't use all of the clock, but they can use almost all of it. About a 2-second difference, game clock and shot clock, and right now 10 on the shot clock. Taylor Galuza goes all the way down the right side of the lane. Yes, and a foul. Oh, they're going to say a charge. Oh my. Danzo draws the charge. It just seemed like a typical play. I don't know about a charge there. That's, you lay it in, there's contacting to go to the line. Well, that didn't happen. Well, this is huge now. They've got 8 seconds. They come front. Martin at the point. 4 seconds. They go right corner for 3, and a great job of defense by Hilber. Hilber was going to block Denbo's 3, so she didn't shoot it. So she came down with the ball in her hand. So a travel. Flyers will have 2 seconds after the inbound from 3/4 court. It is well shy, and at the half, Flyers on top, but it's just 37-30. Back in 2 minutes on the Flyers Sports Network.
At Cheddar's Scratch Kitchen, we're serving up homemade American classics at wallet-pleasing prices. Homemade pot pie, hand-breaded chicken tenders, and country fried steak. Every visit starts with a free croissant baked in-house and drizzled with house-made honey butter. Visit us today on Remington Boulevard or order online at cheddars.com. Cheddar's Scratch Kitchen is proud to be an official partner for Lewis Flyer Athletics. Cheddar's Scratch Kitchen. Get a lot for not a lot. Visit Cheddar's on Remington Boulevard.
Flyer fans, whether you're looking for a local getaway of welcoming friends and family to town for a short or extended stay, make sure to check out the Home to Suites by Hilton in Joliet, a proud hotel partner of Flyer Athletics. The Home to Suites by Hilton in Joliet offers gorgeous studio suites, equipped with a kitchen and full-size refrigerator. A daily free breakfast truly sets the Home to Suites by Hilton Joliet apart from the competition. Book your stay today. Give them a call at 815-727-3310 or visit them online at hilton.com.
Lewis Flyers basketball is brought to you by Taco Heaven. Located just over the bridge at 1001 South State Street in downtown Lockport, Taco Heaven offers several fresh, tasty items, such as tacos, burritos, fresh guacamole, and more. Visit Taco Heaven for pickup or dine-in, or give them a call at 815-660-6146.
Flyer fans, the Donut Shop in Lockport is the perfect spot to indulge in the area's finest sweet treats. Located at 1143 East 9th Street in Lockport, as well as their new location at 23836 West 135th Street in Plainfield. The Donut Shop offers 28 varieties of freshly made donuts, as well as a full assortment of specialty donuts. Lewis students and staff will receive 10% off any order with valid ID at either Lockport or Plainfield locations. The Donut Shop, a proud sponsor of Flyer Athletics.
Lewis University basketball on 1340 WJOL.
Welcome back to Fat Ricky's Halftime Show here at Lewis U. I'm Mark Vasco, Phil Cantu back at our studios at 1340 WJOL. So halftime of game one of our doubleheader tonight. But the Flyers just up 7 at 37-30. Now, yesterday was National Girls and Women in Sports Day. And obviously very happy to be, the voice of Lewis University for these last 20 years supporting women's athletics. And, as I've talked about before, this isn't just my 20th year here. It's my 41st in a row broadcasting basketball in the state of Illinois, but it's men's and women's basketball for each of those 41 years. So, very proud to be, part of supporting not only college but high school girls basketball for 4 decades here. And if you go back, I broadcast, the thing was 12 years in a row I went downstate in the 80s and 90s. And back then it was A and double A. And I would broadcast all 4 weekends. Girls A, girls double A, boys A, boys double A for all 4 weekends for 12 years in a row. And saw some great girls basketball downstate in Champaign back in those days. I think only the last year was in Peoria. I think almost all of those were in Champaign-Urbana. And then I was, for a while, the voice of the Division I NIU Huskies back in the 90s under Jane Albright when they were a perennial, visitor to the NCAA tournament. Problem was for them, they had to visit at Iowa every time they got to the second round and couldn't get past the second round Iowa Hawkeyes. But I broadcast D1 women's NCAA tournament action, I guess is my point. And then, of course, our team here has been to multiple NCAA tournaments, including the Elite Eight season a few years back when we went all the way down to Sioux Falls, South Dakota, and the Elite Eight. So I've broadcast D2 women's tournament basketball and even D3 women's tournament basketball, because those 12 years that I went downstate, I was also working in Aurora, broadcasting for Aurora University, and back in the 93-94 season, and then 94-95 they went to the NCAA D3 tournament, and I broadcast those on the Aurora side. And that 93-94 team was very, very good, and they had a rough, again, we talk about how our region is packed. It's the same for D3. Wash U from St. Louis ended up playing in the national championship game. Spartans that I was broadcasting for beat Wartburg in the first one, but had to play at Wash U in the second one and didn't get past that. But they were an Elite Eight level team that season, no question. If they had had any other route, I think they would have gotten to the Elite Eight. And it just didn't work out that year. So, again, I've been able to, broadcast playoffs for Girls A, Girls Double A, D3, D2, and D1 on the women's side in basketball in my career, and just very happy to be a part of all of that and promote, women's athletics in this state. And if anybody has any problem with women's athletics, or whatever, not being good enough or, entertaining enough or whatever, just see me. You know what I mean? And I will tell you that is a bunch of nonsense. And I have seen it in, firsthand. In fact, my last broadcast, I talked about our Lewis triple overtime win over Indy a few years back when both teams were in the top 20 and went to 3 overtimes before the Flyers would prevail down at Nickerson Hall. And there weren't many other basketball games at any level, men's, women's, boys, girls, were more exciting than that game. So, yeah, you have any problem with women's athletics, come see me and I'll straighten you out. Flyers up 7 at the break. We'll come back in 2 minutes after this on the Flyers Sports Network.
Fat Ricky's is the perfect family meal for game days, weekdays, even holidays. This year, ditch the time spent in the kitchen and spend it with your family around a delicious homemade catered meal from Fat Ricky's. Fat Ricky's caters delicious meals for groups big and small, including trays of their mouth-watering pastas like their famous Papa Rich's casserole, homemade Italian beef, country fried chicken, plus all the sides and fixins. And come see their new banquet room in Romeoville. With convenient locations in Plainfield, Romeoville, and Tinley Park, Fat Ricky's has the Southwest suburbs covered for your best holiday and everyday eats. See for yourself why Fat Ricky's is voted Chicago's best deep dish pizza. For all of your family's holiday catering needs, you better make it Fat Ricky's. Like Fat Ricky's on Facebook or Instagram for weekly deals and specials, and visit Fat Ricky's new website at fatrickys.com for easy online takeout and delivery, ordering from all 3 convenient locations in Plainfield, Tinley Park, and their new state-of-the-art Romeoville facility located off Route 53 on Independence Boulevard in Romeoville.
Lewis University Athletics is brought to you by the Holiday Inn and Suites Bolingbrook at Route 53 and I-55. Proudly serving the Bolingbrook, Romeoville area just minutes from Lewis University. The hotel, recently renovated, offers plenty of banquet space for your upcoming events. 145 guest rooms and suites, restaurant, and lounge. Remodeled, comfortable hotel with friendly service. It's the perfect place to kick back, relax, and be yourself. Information about the hotel is available at BolingbrookHolidayInn.com.
At Loyola Medicine, we place the physical and emotional needs of each patient above all else. We're proud to be ranked among the top 3 hospitals in Illinois with 6 nationally ranked specialties by U.S. News and Report. We care for the sickest patients in Illinois, handling some of the most complex and challenging cases, providing high-quality, compassionate care to every patient. Our holistic approach guarantees that at Loyola, you are treated in both body and soul. To make an appointment, visit loyolamedicine.org. Loyola Medicine, we also treat the human spirit.
Lewis University basketball on 1340 WJOL.
So back at Lewis U, Flyers up by 7 at the break, 37-30. A couple other things while we have time. Halftime interview during our men's game today will be our baseball coach, Mike Vusko. I had already played the interview with our head baseball coach during halftime of our previous women's game. That night on Saturday, we carried the College of Coaches induction, so I didn't play that during the men's game. So no interview for today on the women's side, but we'll do the men's baseball interview halftime of the men's game coming up. But I do want to mention, Jessica Kelleher, our former Flyers National Player of the Year from 3 years ago. Well, she's still out in Europe, and she is still tearing it up. No surprise for Kelleher, playing for Östersund in Sweden. All she's doing for Östersund is averaging 22 points, 13 rebounds, and 3 assists per game for that squad. Now, she played in Antwerp, Belgium in her first year in Europe. Last year, she played in that top Swedish league for Visby. But that team, last time I looked, was 0-12. So she went to a much better team in Östersund. And she's playing even better for one of the best teams in that league now. 22 points, 13 boards, 3 assists. And if she does not get a chance in the WNBA, I've said it before and I'll say it again, it's a crime. And if the Chicago Sky were smart, they would go after Jessica Kelleher, the local product here from Lewis U, because they have been gutted now, obviously, with all of our area stars leaving them in the course of the last week. So they need some help. So if they were smart, they'd phone Jess in Sweden to say, come home and play for us because we need help. There's nobody left on that squad. They've been, perennially in the championship the last couple of years, and there's nobody left. And they've lost their identity, not just their best players, when you lose everybody like that. So, yeah, Jess, better come home, and this guy needs a little help. Also from Lewis, Kendall McCullum, playing in Hamburg in Germany, and playing for that Hamburg team in their top league in Germany. All he's done is averaged so far 18 points, 3 rebounds, and 6 assists per game. Now, he played for Helsinki, Finland, and last year he was the player of the league in Germany for the Gessen 49ers in their A-League, and now he's in the top league, the BBL, with Hamburg, averaging 18, 3, and 6. Kendall McCullum, you hope he gets a chance, at least in the NBA Developmental League or something at some point for him as well. Delaney Blaylock from the Flyers, now in Alicante, Spain, in the LEB Gold Tier 2 League, averaging 10 points, 3 boards, 2 assists in Spain. Delaney Blaylock. He played in Portugal last year, and he averaged 19 points a game in Portugal. He had a 33-point game there last year. Now he's in Spain, playing well in Alicante. And of course, the former Flyer Max Strus, no question. Can't do this, talking about alums and not talk about Max. Of course, in the NBA for the Miami Heat, averaging 13 points, 4 rebounds, 2 assists. I think it's, 26 starts now, I think, for Max this year with the Miami Heat. So he's not just in the NBA, he is a starter in there at crunch time. Max playing very well for the Miami Heat from the Flyers in the NBA. So 37-30, Lewis has the advantage here at the break. Let's look at some of the numbers, as Flyers just 39% from the field, 10 of 26, 4 of 7 from 3 though. Quincy 33% overall, but just 2 of 11 from three-point land, which is just 18%. Lewis 13 of 14 from the line. Quincy 6 of 8, so the stripes certainly helping Lewis, who lead in rebounds 22-17. Turnovers, it's 9 for Lewis, 6 for Quincy, so that's helping them out just a little bit. Individually, for Quincy, nobody in double digits. Matter of fact, leading scorer has 6. That's Denbo off the bench with a pair of 3s. Nelson also has 6. Knipe with 4. You've got Martin with just 4. See, Williams also actually with 5, come to think of it. 3 for Burns, 2 for Danzo. On the Flyers side in the first half, your leader is 9 points, Cat Schmidt, 5 rebounds as well. So Cat with 9. 7 for Hilber. 5 apiece for Galuza and Badali. Galuza also with 6 rebounds already. 4 points for Shaunton Brown. 3 for Stephanie Hart. And then a pair of points for Harrison and for Courier. Courier with 3 rebounds. The second half begins in 1 minute. Back in 1 on the Flyer Sports Network.
Windy City Limousine is a proud sponsor of Lewis University Athletics. We have every type of vehicle, from sedans and hybrids to 55-passenger motor coaches, including SUVs, limousines, executive vans, luxury minibuses, and party buses. You cannot beat Windy City's competitive rates and first-class service. Find out why customers throughout the Chicagoland area and around the country are choosing Windy City Limousine for their car and bus services. Call 847-916-9300 or visit WindyCityLimos.com today.
Flyer fans, the Tasty Waffle in Romeoville is a proud sponsor of Lewis University Athletics. Family owned and operated since 2006, the Tasty Waffle is open from 6 a.m. to 4 p.m. daily, offering some of the best breakfast and lunch fare in the region. Their large breakfast menu features their famous omelets, stuffed French toast, delicate crepes, and hearty skillets. While serving up delicious wraps and homemade soups for lunch, stop by the Tasty Waffle located at 632 South Weber Road or give them a call at 815-439-8151.
Lewis University basketball on 1340 WJOL.
So Flyers will start the second half with the ball. Flyers in the white. Again, Quincy in the black. Flyers will go right to left in front of me as I look down from the balcony across from the camera if you're watching online. So here we go. Taylor Galuza, high right. Flyers up 7. Right side, Badali. So Quincy doing a nice job hanging around after that nice start by Lewis. Top of the key for 3, Cat Schmidt rings around and off, but Taylor Galuza to try to put it back up, but it was rejected from behind. block there. Reject that putback. And now they go front court. And it's Quincy. They go right side with it. Flip it back baseline. Lost the handle. That's Knipe. Shot clock to 8. Lob it back underneath Nelson. Goes through a triple team, misses it, somehow gets the rebound, misses that. But goes to the stripe to shoot 2 after she was fouled. So great hustle by Sarah Nelson, a 6-foot senior from Quincy Senior High. Again, Flyers led 19-8 after 1. But we're outscored 22-18 in the second as that one bounces out. Flyers' biggest lead was 14. Free throw good. When it was 31-17. All of a sudden now it's just 6 at 37-31. Is that free throw good? So it was 14, now 6. Left side, Galuza. And again, at Quincy, we only led by 2 entering the fourth quarter before pulling away. So I guess this is no surprise. Low right. Hard under the basket, left corner, Badali. Shot clock to 8. Badali in the lane now. Runner from 12 is no good. Rebound, Quincy. And Beth Mattis Martin brings it front. They go right side after a little weave to Burns. They go baseline. Cat knocked it out of bounds. Bring it in, baseline right. And go up top with it. Martin can't shoot it. Schmidt jumped out at her. Now we stop her at the free throw line. Good defense against her. Low left, shot put up, missed. Now there's a rebound foul as bodies went to the ground. Let's see what happened there. Steph went to the ground for Lewis. And I think it was Burns who went to the ground for Quincy. The officials talking it over. Well, they're going to call that on Steph. Well, she picks up her 4th personal foul in the opening 2 minutes of this third and has to go back to the bench. Courier back out there. Inbound to the free throw line is Knipe. Now a whistle down low. This time it's going to be an offensive foul. That was Flanagan trying to get open down low. And Flyers come front. Up for just 6, 37-31. Again, Quincy playing for their playoff life here. So they need this one. So if you're the Flyers, you know you're not going to get rid of them too easily here. 3 teams are 6 and 7 battling for that final playoff spot. Drive down the right side. Grace Hilber lays it in. Flyers trying to solidify number 3 in the playoff seeding. Quincy trying to get in. Lob it underneath. And double team. Courier with a clean block. And Taylor Galuza will pick up the loose ball as they reject Nelson and come the other way. Try to pass that deflected. Taylor saves it anyway, puts it up and in. Well, she got a lucky deflection. Came right to her in the lane and catches it, banks it home. So 41-31. And that's going to be a foul on Galuza against Martin. A little 3-footer low left. Anytime you kind of swipe that arm, even if you only catch ball, that long arcing movement by your arm almost always gets the whistle anyway. Martin, the free throw is good. Free throw, good there. Tell you, women's basketball should probably have their uniform number on their hip, because so many times I can't see a number because of ponytails. Drive right side, especially on the Flyers, they're all blonde ponytails. They'll look alike. Back up top, Schmidt. Hand it off, Hilber. Drive right, she'll take a running 17-footer, miss it. Rebound comes down to Quincy. And Martin has such long hair, and I hardly ever get to see her play, so I don't look at her, know her by sight. I can never see her number 5 in the back of her uniform. Left side, she gets it. Penetration, little runner from Martin around and in, little runner from 7 in the lane. So Matas Martin gets that to go, and it's a 6-point game again. 41-35. The right side. Hilber, top of the key. Thought about a 3, didn't take it. High right for Hilber, low right Schmidt. Turn, spins. Will step through, scooping shot short. Good defense there by Knipe, and she gets the rebound as well, does Knipe. Quincy the other way, Mark. High right. They'll launch the 3. Missed that long, but they get a long offensive rebound off the miss by Knipe. That was Flanagan to keep it alive. Now, left wing, mid-range jumper, good there. Gabby Burns. How about this? From a 14-point game to a 4-point game at 41-37. Badali left side, scooping layup, around and out. Rebound, stripped away from Courier. Now she gets it back, misses the putback eventually. And Quincy comes out of there with it. Boy, the Flyers cannot buy a bucket. And that's going to come back to haunt them here. As they find a hot hand, they're in trouble in this game. They're only up 4. Quincy with it here, but they throw it out of bounds. Tried to get it to Nelson cutting to the basket, but that pass off the mark. 5:18 for the third, 41-37. Lewis the lead in the ball. So after being outscored 22-18 in the second, Flyers have been outscored 7-4 here in the third. And it's Schmidt. High right side, Galuza. Penetration goes all the way. Left side layup, no, and a foul. The reach in by Flanagan to make sure that ball never even got above her hip. But she'll go to the stripe. Men's game to come, and talk about Quincy playing for their playoff lives. It's the same for the Lewis men. Free throw, no good there. Free throw, good. Flyers full court press. Quincy will break it. Martin in the front. Flyers by 5, under 5 minutes to go in the third. Drive right side, Dawson. Trapped under the basket. So kicks it outside. Martin misses the 10-footer. And Badali rebound for Lewis U. Cat for 3. Off the back of the rim, no. Back tapped by Galuza back to Schmidt. And she gets it back out Shauntin Brown to start the offense. So shot clock now down to 10 after that offensive board. Down to 4. Schmidt launches a 17 desperation jumper, and it's no good. It missed everything. Media break, full timeout, 4:15 for the third. 42-37, Flyers by just 5. Back in a minute on the Flyers Sports Network.
At Cheddar Scratch Kitchen, we're serving up homemade American classics at wallet-pleasing prices. Homemade pot pie, hand-breaded chicken tenders, and country fried steak. Every visit starts with a free croissant baked in-house and drizzled with house-made honey butter. Visit us today on Remington Boulevard or order online at cheddars.com. Cheddar Scratch Kitchen is proud to be an official partner for Lewis Flyer Athletics. Cheddar Scratch Kitchen. Get a lot for not a lot. Visit Cheddar's on Remington Boulevard.
Ticket Smarter is glad we are back to holding live events. If you are looking to buy tickets for the best sports, concerts, and theater events, all at the very best price, look no further than Ticketsmarter.com or on the app. Buying tickets at TicketSmarter will help support children in need. For every ticket transaction on TicketSmarter, $1 will be donated to a children's charity. TicketSmarter is proud to be the official ticketing partner of Lewis University. TicketSmarter, a smarter way to buy tickets.
Lewis University basketball on 1340 WJOL.
Well, welcome back to Lewis U. Flyers hanging on to a 5-point lead at the moment. Mention the men's situation with these two teams. It's basically an exact reverse of the women. You know, the Lewis women are third. Quincy battling for their playoff life. On the men's side, Quincy in third. The men battling for their postseason life. On the men's side, Indy's 10-2, UMSL 9-4. Quincy and Jewel 8-5. Rockhurst 7-5. Of course, the Flyers just 3-9 and basically 2 games out of the last playoff spot in the league, so they cannot afford to lose any more, even though Quincy will be a tough test tonight. They got to win their home games the rest of the way, and frankly can't afford too many more losses, period, if they want to get into the postseason. More on that as we go. Right corner for Quincy. In the left corner, Shaunton Brown deflected it, but Quincy saves it anyway. 5 on their shot clock, though. Martin couldn't take a 3. Now they will to beat the buzzer, but it rings out. Offensive rebound. Dawson put it in anyway, off the miss by Runsway. So how about this? 42-39. Flyers by just 3. It was 14. Taylor Galuza, right side of the lane, banks it up too strong. Rebound Quincy. So they make the Flyers one and done there. 3 could tie it here. Martin has it high right. Martin working on Cat, trying to make it tough for her to shoot any threes. Lob over the top, caught down low. Oh, they're going to say traveling violation. Yeah, good job. We actually almost triple teamed Danzo, and she tried to slide away from all those arms to avoid a blocked shot and travel. Flyers by 3 and the ball. Under 3 minutes for the third. Right side is Galuza. Shaunton Brown hands it off. Badali flips it underneath. Cat banks it up and in. A little 5-footer low left for Cat Schmidt. Flyers needed that. Now the Flyers 4 of 9 from 3. Quincy is just 2 of 13. Boy, they hit a couple more of these and this result's a whole lot different. Flyers by 5 for now, and they steal it. Try to go into the post once again to Danzo. Badali slides down and steals it. Cat for 3, left corner. No good. And the rebound, Hawks there. So Flyers have definitely gone cold, especially since the first quarter. Now they're going to call a foul. Setting a pick was Danzo, and Shaunton Brown got knocked to the ground with that pick. They're going to call that foul on Quincy. So Flyers get the ball back. Flyers up 44-39. 2 minutes to go in the third. And it's Badali in the center circle. Slides right. Cat at the point. Gets it back, Badali. Drives underneath and stops. Back up Schmidt, 7 on the shot clock. NBA 3, Hilbert no good. Rebound Harrison tried for it, couldn't get it. Williams does have it for Quincy, but trying to get it to Martin. Bad pass, and Flyers fortunate to get it back. So both teams trade turnovers there. Quincy now leads in rebounds after the Flyers had led that for most of the day. Quincy leads in rebounds 30-27. Turnovers 12 Quincy, 10 for Lewis. Flyers with it in Hilbert. Drives right. Goes under the basket, flips it back up. Badali for 3. Banked it, no. Rebound comes down to Quincy. One and done again. So Flyers missing. And Quincy getting the defensive board to come back the other way. And it's Martin, left side. 18-footer for her is good. And it's a different story now, as that's interesting. Badali had it in the corner. Staying up front to hassle the inbounds was Dawson. The ball went out of bounds. Badali went to the ground. She's saying, A, why isn't it a foul? And B, why is it their ball? But Quincy ends up with it. So turnover, right back to Quincy. So Quincy only down 3 now with the ball again. It's Martin. To the free throw line, Williams. Lost the handle, but they save it anyway. Driving in the lane, shot missed. Rebound comes down to Dawson, and they get the putback basket. Wow, Shawnton Brown was on the ground and got stepped on by Dawson. And all that scramble. But guess what? Now it's just a 1-point game. Flyers up 44-43. Bedalia right side. Got to find someone who can put the ball in the basket. Cat for three. Missed it. Rebound, Harrison. Underneath. Hilbert puts it up and in. Well, Flyers finally got a second chance after a miss, and they made the most of it. Flyers have Hilbert with 11, Schmidt with 11, but Cat's only 3 of 11 from the field. And they miss a 17-footer at the buzzer after 3 quarters of play. Flyers hanging on to a slim lead of 46-43. Back in a minute on the Flyer Sports Network.
Flyer fans, whether you're looking for a local getaway of welcoming friends and family to town for a short or extended stay, be sure to check out the Home to Suites by Hilton in Joliet, a proud hotel partner of Flyer Athletics. The Home to Suites by Hilton in Joliet offers gorgeous studio suites, equipped with a kitchen and full-size refrigerator. A daily free breakfast truly sets the Home to Suites by Hilton Joliet apart from the competition. Book your stay today. Give them a call at 815-727-3310 or visit them online at hilton.com.
When you need a physician, there's one name to remember: Loyola. Because Loyola Medicine offers convenient local access to world-class care. Loyola University Medical Center has 22 locations of care in the west, northwest, and southwest suburbs. We offer the latest in innovation, skill, and technology, yet provide compassionate, individualized care. For a Loyola physician near you, call 888-LUHS-888 or visit loyolamedicine.org. Loyola Medicine. We also treat the human spirit.
Lewis University basketball on 1340 WJOL.
Well, 10 minutes to play, and we've got a game on our hands. Nelson with 10 now, Martin with 10 to lead Quincy. 7 for Nelson, but she is just 3 of 12. So both teams have players struggling from the floor. Overall, Quincy just 34%, the Flyers 33%. Quincy, 2 of 13 from 3. Flyers were 4 of 7. They're now 4 of 13. They have not hit a 3 in a long time. Martin, they go right corner with it. Launch a 3 and hit it to tie the game. Dawson hits the 3, and it's 46 all. Flyers led 31-17. It is now 46 all. Steph Hart with her 4 fouls. She's barely played. She's back out there now down the right side of the lane. Taylor Galuza lays it up and in. Galuza. Quincy, right side. Martin on the wing. Lob it low right, Nelson. With the left hand, splits a triple team, but travels again to go through a triple team. Flyers doing a nice job getting weak side help in the post, making those shots tough down low. So turnover helps out the Flyers, who lead by 2 with the ball. And 9 minutes to play. Right side, Brown. Top, Hart. Galuza in the middle. Splits the defense, gets fouled. She'll shoot 2 as Williams clobbered her. And 2 shots coming. So Martin with 10. 7 for Williams. 7 for Nelson. 5 for Burns. On the Lewis side, again 11 Hilbert, 11 Schmidt, 10 for Galuza. And she makes it 11 as well. So 3 players with 11. Galuza with 8 rebounds. Free throw around and out. So 3 players with the Flyers with 11. But the Flyers, more importantly, up by 3 at 49-46. Quincy, right side. Driving. Bank up the shot. Yes, and a foul. They're going to say charge, however. So wipe that one off. Dawson She knocked Shawnton Brown all the way out of bounds. That's why it ended up as a charge. Although Dawson didn't think so. And Flyers come back the other way. So 3-point lead in the ball. Right side, Hilbert. Go up top, Galuza. Grace gets it back, Hart. Grace top of the key, 7 on the shot clock. Drives left, goes all the way. Shot blocked out of bounds. Will keep it, but just 1 on the shot clock. Bring it in, baseline left. Into the paint, Taylor with a catch and shoot, good! Boy, Taylor Galuza can't do that any better. The immediate catch and shoot, and it went in to beat the buzzer, and the Flyers get the bucket anyway. Drive left, Dawson, hard to the hoop, foul that time. Shawnton Brown actually got the block, but the foul. And 2 shots for Janice Dawson, the sophomore from Chicago. From Muchin College Prep. Thought I'd heard of every city high school, but I've not heard of that. .743 remains. Free throw is no good. Flyers up for the moment, 51-46. And good there. So 1 out of 2. Flyers by 4 and the ball. 7:40 to go. Badali in the front. Free throw line, Hart. By left side, Badali. Dribbles. Kicks it back out, Galuza. Thought about a long 3, didn't take it. Badali now will miss it though, and the rebound comes down to Quincy. We cannot buy a 3. They go right side. And collision in the lane, bodies go flying. There were 4 players on the ground. Now they're going to call it on Steph. And that'll be her 5th foul. Wow. So Steph only played 15 minutes in this game. Wow. Well, so Courier comes back in for her. And with 7:05 to go, that is huge. So Steph, only 3 points today in 15 minutes. And she's on the bench for the rest of it. Well, we've been in a man all day. We go to a 2-3 off the inbounds play. Against the zone is marked. And they're going to say offensive foul. Moving pick from Samira Williams. Some Flyers lead it, 51-47. The lead and the ball. And Badali to come front. Schmidt, 11 points, 7 rebounds, but just 3 of 11. I don't think she's been 3 of 11 all year. On left side, Badali. Slides the right side, banks it up, no. Rebound battle for, it's going to be a jump ball. Flyers keep it on the arrow, and 20 on the shot clock. And Badali to bring it in. She gets it back. Flip it out to Hilbert. Hilbert today. Well, they're going to say double dribble. Boy, I don't know about that. I think it was because it was touched from behind. Oof, tough call. So turnover, Quincy has it, down 4. High right side, Burns. And they go low left. Bounce pass into the post there. A little 3-footer missed by Knight. Flyers get the rebound. 51-47. Lewis the lead in the ball as we approach 6 minutes to play in the game. top, Hilbert. Tell you what, the Flyers hang on. Quincy will have made him work for it, that's for sure. And that's not a sure thing. Hilbert for three is good. Gray Summer with a huge three from the right side. Our first three of the half, if I'm not mistaken. And now makes it 54-47. 17-foot jumper is short. Flyers get the rebound as Dawson cannot connect. This would be a huge possession to come up with some points. They get it in the paint. Intended for Courier, and Nelson fouls from behind. And that'll be her fourth, so she'll have to come back out. And Danso will come back for them. Flyers to bring it in, baseline right. Lob it way up top to Taylor Galuza. Taylor high left. To the free throw line. Gives it up, Courier. Look down low for Schmidt, can't get it there. So back outside. Now finally lob it to Cat, 5 on the shot clock. Back outside, Badali for three. Missed it. Rebound, battle for, but Quincy ends up with it. They're on the run, middle of the break is Martin. Left side, layup, yes, and a foul. Great play by Martin to draw the contact, get it to go, and go to the line. So 54-49, chance to make it a 4-point game again with a free throw, but first, timeout on the floor. We'll take the full break with 4:58 remains. Flyers by 5, back in a minute on the Flyers Sports Network.
Fat Ricky's is the perfect family meal for game days, weekdays, even holidays. This year, ditch the time spent in the kitchen and spend it with your family around a delicious homemade catered meal from Fat Ricky's. Fat Ricky's caters delicious meals for groups big and small, including trays of their mouth-watering pastas like their famous Papa Rich's casserole, homemade Italian beef, country fried chicken, plus all the sides and fixins. And come see their new banquet room in Romeoville. With convenient locations in Plainfield, Romeoville, and Tinley Park, Fat Ricky's has the southwest suburbs covered for your best holiday and everyday eats. See for yourself why Fat Ricky's is voted Chicago's best deep dish pizza. For all of your family's holiday catering needs, you better make it Fat Ricky's. Like Fat Ricky's on Facebook or Instagram for weekly deals and specials, and visit Fat Ricky's new website at fatrickys.com for easy online takeout and delivery, ordering from all 3 convenient locations in Plainfield, Tinley Park, and their new state-of-the-art Romeoville facility located off Route 53 on Independence Boulevard in Romeoville.
Lewis University basketball on 1340 WJOL.
Well, Flyers had led by 14. Quincy rallied to tie it. But for now, Flyers back up 54-49. Just under 5 minutes to go. Martin at the free throw line to shoot one. And she has it. So 4-point game again. And Flyers come up front with it. Right side. Courier. Now high left side, Galuza. She'll drive low right. Get it back out, Hilbert. She'll attack. Wide open Courier from 12 left side. No. And the rebound, Quincy. Got the shot they wanted. Wouldn't fall. Quincy in the front. 13 for Martin after a slow start. Drive right here. And a great job by the Flyers to take it away. That was Badali who took it away from Dawson, who was driving low right. Galuza. Right side. Badali. Gives it back up Courier. Left side, Hilbert. Low left, Schmidt. Couple of dribbles. Bounce pass, beautiful to Courier, it's good. Well, they slid over to double her, which led Courier open. Great recognition by Cat, and Courier finished. Flyers by 6. 3:40 to go. Underneath, shot, no. Rebound, foul. What are they going to call? Danzo missed the shot. Badali picks up her 3rd foul, going for the rebound. So Hawks will have it, baseline right. It'll be Burns to bring it in. Catch and shoot Martin, right baseline, missed a 12-footer. Flyers get the ball. Schmidt got the board. The Flyers in the front. Hilbert. Right side, Badali. Way up top, Galuza. They'll spread it out, run a little clock. Leading by 6. 3:20 to play. 14 on the shot clock as Courier low left. Knocked away from Hershey, gets it back. They're going to call jump ball as tying her up was Burns, and Quincy gets it on the arrow. And a timeout call. Full break, 3:16 to play in the game. Lewis leads it by 6, 56-50. Back in a minute on the Lewis U Sports Network.
Lewis Flyers basketball is brought to you by Taco Heaven, located just over the bridge at 1001 South State Street in downtown Lockport. Taco Heaven offers several fresh, tasty items, such as tacos, burritos, fresh guacamole, and more. Visit Taco Heaven for pickup or dine-in, or give them a call at 815-660-6146.
Flyer fans, the Donut Shop in Lockport is the perfect spot to indulge in the area's finest sweet treats. Located at 1143 East 9th Street in Lockport, as well as their new location at 23836 West 135th Street in Plainfield. The Donut Shop offers 28 varieties of freshly made donuts, as well as a full assortment of specialty donuts. Lewis students and staff will receive 10% off any order with valid ID at either Lockport or Plainfield locations. The Donut Shop, a proud sponsor of Flyer Athletics.
Lewis University basketball on 1340 WJOL.
Well, the question here is, can the Flyers survive? Led 19-8 after one. Quincy outscored them 22-18 in the second. Quincy outscored them 13-9 in the third. For now in the fourth, Lewis leading Quincy in the period 10-7. Flyers up 6. Quincy with it. As we're approaching 3 minutes to play in the game. Martin left side. Lob it. Down low left. Eventually now low right. Good defense by Courier against Danzo. Dawson drives right side. Had a curl off the front of the iron. But right there for the putback is Danzo. Flyers by 4. 2:50 to go. Badali. Right side, Galuza. Up top, Schmidt. Working against their man-to-man right side. Taylor up. Yes, and a foul. Chance for a three-point play. What a tremendous basket for Taylor Galuza. Flips it underhand off the backboard and in after creating the contact with Janice Dawson. That'll be her third. And Galuza at the line. Boy, that was just a spectacular athletic move. And the free throw around and out. But the Flyers lead it now 58-52. 6-point lead, 2.5 minutes to play. Martin right side. Step back three right. Missed it. Rebound comes down Badali, and she was fouled trying to get an outlet pass by Danzo. She picks up her third. In the bonus, Flyers will go the other way and shoot with 2:18 remaining and a 58-52 advantage. So for the Flyers, it's now Taylor Galuza leading the way, 15 points, 8 rebounds. Hilbert with 14 points. Schmidt gets her double-double, 11 points, 10 boards for Cat. Free throw in and out. And Flyers even missing their free throws now that they did not miss early. Just to keep things interesting, although that one does go 1 out of 2. And the lead is 7, 59-52. 13 for Martin as their only double-digit scorer right now. And you got to go down to 7 for Williams. But they're still hanging around. Approaching 2 minutes to go, though. Flyers by 7, so Quincy needs a bucket here. Martin goes high left. Take a long 2 and hit that. Nelson hits about a 17-footer high left. And 5-point game. So still 2-possession contest with 1:45 remaining. Right side, Hilbert. She'll dribble it left, give way to Galuza. 10 on the shot clock. Taylor drives, dishes, Courier missed the shot. Rebound out of bounds to Quincy. Well, Quincy with it, down 5 with 1:28 to play. Martin will come front. Goes free throw line, Nelson. Martin gets it back on a handoff, drives, banks it up. Yes, and a foul. Chance for a three-point play. Call it on Courier. She says, I didn't touch it. But the whistle comes, and Martin with a huge chance now to make this a 2-point game again with 1:20 to go. Free throw, good. How about that? 2-point game, 59-57. Martin's got 16. Flyers with it. Hand off to Hilber. Hilber, the point. Drives left, slides to the wing. Gives it up to Cat, 9 on the shot clock. Back Hilber. Hilber driving right. Shot clock to 3 and to 2, and they called a foul on Quincy. Oh my. Foul's going to be called on Knipe. Now that's a tough call on Quincy. They had knocked the ball away. There must have been enough contact on Grace to call the foul as the shot clock was down to 2. So it works out for Lewis to use all that clock, all that clock. And now first free throw good for Grace. In all fairness, that play was on the far side of the court from me. That free throw was good. But boy, tough call indeed. So 2 clutch free throws there. Timeout, Quincy will keep it here. So 51 seconds to play in the game. Lewis leads at 61-57. Now, both teams still not exactly lighting it up. Lewis, 35% from the floor. Quincy, 36%. The threes, Lewis, 5 of 16. Quincy, 3 of 15 in threes. Lewis in free throws, 18 of 23. Quincy, 12 of 16. Quincy leads in rebounds, 40-35. Turnovers, 16 for Quincy, 13 for Lewis. Again, the video side clicks off pretty quickly at the buzzer, so trying to give you all the numbers I can before that goes away. We'll stay live on the radio side between games. But Martin has 16, 9 for Nelson for Quincy, 7 for Williams, 6 for Dawson. Lewis has 16 for Hilber now, 15 Galuza, 11 for Schmidt. Quincy with it. Have it up top. Look for help. Martin comes. Lob it baseline. Back outside Martin for 3. Missed it. Rebound comes down. Courier. Now Badali. Drive on the right side. Before giving it up, Galuza. Galuza left side. They try to foul and finally do. Knipe fouls Taylor, who will go to the line with 25 seconds to play. And the Flyers up 61-57. Chance to add to that, Taylor Galuza. Probably some offense-defense substitutions here for Quincy, as Denbo and Flanagan are in. 25 seconds to go. Free throw is no good for Taylor. That one missed them both. Wow. Timeout, Quincy. Well, she's tired. She barely even lifted her heels on that shot, and they were line drives at the front of the iron. So she's dragging now and missed them both, and the Flyers by just 4 with 24.4 remaining. Though Taylor has had a wild game, 15 points, 8 rebounds, 1 assist, 1 steal. Again, Hilber leading at 16 points, 3 assists. Again, the double-double for Schmidt with 11 points, 10 boards, 2 assists, a block, and a steal. Again, Steph Hart fouled out, only played 15 minutes, finished with 3 points. Flyers trying to hang on. Came in all alone in third at 8-4. 1 game ahead of Indy. Again, Quincy, one of 3 teams that came in 6-7. Along with Maryville and Umsel battling for that last spot in the conference tournament. So here we go, 24.4 to go. Flyers lead 61-57. Quincy with it. Get it in. Flanagan. Under 20 seconds. We double her up top. Now go right side. Knipe, she'll drive, throw it off the backboard. No, Flyer rebound. Kat Schmidt, huge rebound there by Kat. Fouled, and now Flyers might survive after all. Whew. It ain't over yet. 12.6 remains.
Hostile 33, Sarah Nelson, first bid.
Nelson fouls out. 12.6 to go, and the Flyers up 4. Now you would dearly love these free throws. Free throw is good there. Trying for the 6-point lead, and got that one. So got them both. And now Kat to shoot hers. So apparently it was a Quincy bench technical. Why we had those first 2 free throws. Now Kat hits that. And hits that. So we hit 4 in a row, key ones there to put it away. So they must have been unhappy with how that was called after the miss and the Flyer rebound. And so that tee pretty much iced it for the Flyers, who now inbound it and frankly can just walk it out here. So Flyers are going to win at 65-57. But boy, oh boy, did they get a battle from the Hawks here tonight. And there's the buzzer. Well, again, give Quincy all sorts of credit. Flyers led 31-17, took charge early. They battled back to tie it. They could never lead it. But they didn't go away either, to say the least. But Flyers take care of business, stay in 3rd place. And now Quincy's battle to get into the postseason tournament becomes a little bit tougher. On the radio side, we'll come back and talk more, then get you ready for the men's game back in 2 on the Flyer Sports Network.
Join the Flyer Athletics Fund today and make a difference in the lives of Lewis University Athletics student athletes. The Flyer Athletics Fund provides annual academic and athletic support for all athletic teams at Lewis University. Your generous support provides the resources to help Lewis student athletes compete in the classroom, as well as athletically, GLVC, MIVA, and nationally. Visit lewisflyers.com and click on Flyers Athletic Fund to support Flyers student athletes, or for more information on how you can make an impact today. Flyer fans, whether you're looking for a local getaway of welcoming friends and family to town for a short or extended stay, be sure to check out the Home to Suites by Hilton in Joliet, a proud hotel partner of Flyer Athletics. The Home to Suites by Hilton in Joliet offers gorgeous studio suites, equipped with a kitchen and full-size refrigerator. A daily free breakfast truly sets the Home to Suites by Hilton Joliet apart from the competition. Book your stay today. Give them a call at 815-727-3310 or visit them online at hilton.com.
Fat Ricky's is the perfect family meal for game days, weekdays, even holidays. This year, ditch the time spent in the kitchen and spend it with your family around a delicious homemade catered meal from Fat Ricky's. Fat Ricky's caters delicious meals for groups big and small, including trays of their mouth-watering pastas like their famous Papa Rich's casserole, homemade Italian beef, country fried chicken, plus all the sides and fixings. And come see their new banquet room in Romeoville. With convenient locations in Plainfield,